Welcome back. Today we are focusing on Scorpio, who born in the year of a fire dog in 1946 and 2006. This is continuing on from the Chinese New Year or Chinese Lunar New Year or Lunar New Year itself for Southeast Asia country. This reading is for Scorpio who born in that particular year. What can I say about Scorpio? Fire dog, a metal and then a fire sign, and quite courage, quite stubborn, quite unformable, and even in the eye of defeat, this particular type of dog will not step down. They will hold on to their ground. Not only that, the Scorpio that actually born in this particular sort of like year of a fire dog, what they do is that, like I said, they are actually in the year of a wood dragon. So dragon and dog, they are enemy sign. So I think they will meet with a lot of more opposition because they're fiery nature, metal sort of like quality, and not only that, this is a wood like dragon sort of like year. Is a combination for disaster. So I think sometimes just be very careful with your health. Don't do anything like dramatic, and if you need to stand your ground for any argument or any kind, make sure you get like extra help, factual, get things in place, because the dragon will not step down and bound to anyone. So, and if you're not really step down and bound to them or like their leaderships, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So watch out for like long distance and so on like that. Just take it easy. Don't just charging in. Knowing your nature, with the fire element and Scorpio yourself, it will be hard not to charge in and then just get the job done once you set your goal to from A to B. Yeah. So that is, this particular reading is for you, Scorpio, who born in a year of a fire dog. Okay. What is 2024 bring to you in the year of a wood dragon, a blue dragon of any kind? It's like the opposite of your sign, and not only that, your enemy sign, and not only that, it's like your polar opposite in a sense. Not really polar opposite, but it's pretty much like a semi opposite. Okay, let me see. Ooh, more coming out. So these one coming out first. Okay. I'm going to expand this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is how I want to read it. This is the first half, this is the first half, and this is in the middle, right? No, I like to do something else. Like that. There we are. Like this. Okay. Let's just say this is closer to you. This is the first half, 6 months. From now until 6 months, July. And then here is like from August or end of July to February next year. Okay. So we're going first. Oh wow. I haven't used this card deck for a very long time. It's a very old traditional Acro Rove tarot card. So look at the art and the traditional sort of like design. It looks quite interesting. And here you have the devil, the devil. And did I just say polar opposite? And here is the sign. This is like a high, so like a hierophant, I think. So look at this. Look at it. It's just like you coming in with two minds, or meet somebody who have like the devil energy, and then they have the authoritative sort of energy. And I feel like this first 6 months, I think you need to be very careful with people in government, building, judge, or anything like that, Scorpio. What you do is you're walking in, just be very careful. Don't just, go with the flow, how people promising thing to you. Okay, this is what it is. Don't let people bound you to a contract, because this is like long-term commitment contract. Yeah, especially for a job, government job, or like a mortgage or anything, or a loan. Just read it carefully, double line, because this is like a permanent contract that will be with you, and you feel like you're bound, you feel like you're being chained to it. So make sure that you chain into the right place, right people, because like I said, you are going through the authoritative sort of like figure, and you are going to like a very I felt like a strict sort of like stricter, like a strict time where law and order need to be established. And this is what you're doing this next 6 months. If there's a law case coming in, make sure you get the facts done. Just don't listen to people, you know, manipulate you on the background. If or you vice versa, you manipulating, just set things out in the right order. Okay, that is so interesting. Like you're walking in with like beginning of the year. It could be a marriage as well. It's like a fourth marriage of some sort. That's how I felt, because like there's a man and a woman here. Yeah, it's like a forged marriage and a forged marriage contract, and it doesn't look like the person happy so far in this reading here, but it looked like you've been constantly watched and changed, and it felt like the contract is not breakable, but then again it feels so karmic. It's like a karmic sort of like setting. I just felt like you need to go through it for some strange reason. Oh wow. The Hierophant. So this is dealing with legal obligation. Yeah. Legal contract binding, where I feel like if you're signing one, you can't get out of it. Oh wow. Such a heavy energy already. All right. There's a Four of Cups. And a Six of Swords. All right, you definitely want to get away. And then the Page of Wands here. Yeah, it looked like you're trying to get yourself away, like going away from this sort of like restriction energy. It felt like there were opportunity, you know, the universe sort of like would give you opportunity to walk out of it, providing you see it. Yeah, so Six of Swords is like you sailing in through more calmer water. So maybe beginning of the year, I would say February to like April, you feel the restriction is so bad that you feel like you want to break. You want to take a break from everything. Maybe that's the reason why you need to travel away, because there's some place or some new that you need to explore, and you need to a new you heard, you know, it's like you need to. It felt like you want to escape. That's the feeling I have. This really heaviness is coming over me, and I felt like such a responsibility. It's like you're thinking about it, you're worried about it, you know, you really worry about it, Scorpio. It's like it's all about legal matter. Can I escape it, or can I just, you know, just go away for like at least 6 months and then come back and sort out with it? So if we talk about 6 months, this is number 6 here. Yeah, so in 6 month time, things will sort itself out, and you feel like you need to move away from the situation for a while. But you know, you cannot get out of the contract yet, because this is a binding contract. Yeah, it's a burden, it's a hassle, it's something that you must do, and this is involved legal sort of obligation. So it will not resolve now until April or anything like that. There's an opportunity in April. Just watch out, see if you can get out of it. By June, you will find it's much better for you to travel to somewhere else, or get away from your situation where it's least restricted. Or that is what you thought, least restricted. But we'll see how you go. Or somebody will say this contract will be good for you, but end up when you signed it, it wasn't something that you were expecting, and then you were quite depressed about the choice that they give you. Yeah, they give you choice, but it doesn't mean the choice that you'll be happy with. Yeah. So first 6 months is more like legal matter, contract and things like that. Just be careful. Even buying a house, I would be very, very careful with it, because it looks like you're going to be struggling with power. And in the year of the Wood Dragon, it's about power shifting, wealth shifting as well. So everything needs to be done in a way where it's right for you. Yeah. Then we come here with the Five of Swords. Oh gosh. And then the Eight of Swords. And then the Ten of Wands. Okay. Oh. Just whatever happened in this particular beginning of the year, right this 6 months, it will carry on to September and then October. It felt like a burden. I felt like you just try to get away from this situation for a while, but it doesn't feel like you are fully, it doesn't feel like you fully get rid of the situation or the contract. It feels like the impact and the burden is still on your back. And I'll be very careful to carry anything on my back, especially on my neck injury and things like that. I'll be very careful with those. It's more like you go into like emotional sort of depressions, with this Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is like, like nightmare feeling like you cannot sleep, feel like you need to put like a barrier on the defense. This is like this card is a mental and emotional stretch card. Yeah. So I think there are going to be a lot of sleepless night, a lot of like verbal argument or confrontation, sort of like, but then I feel like it will be hard for you to struggle. Yeah. And here is the Queen of Wands showing up right side up. Not only that, this is the Six of Cups upside down. Okay. Wow, okay. Wow, okay. It felt like the situation and the time and of the year that you're in, it will not be in your favor for some strange reason, because this is like a legal binding contract, right? And here it is, the Queen of Wands right here, right? Right side up. It just felt like she in control. She control your whole situation. If this is not you, it will be your partner, or it could be somebody else in the family, or somebody in a high sort of like authoritative sort of like figure. They are the one that bring in the light. Yeah? Bringing the light into your situation with the candle there. They will be the one that helping you. Yeah, I think whatever you thought initially, this contract is like meant to be. It's where your heart is sort of like resign. It felt like you contend with the choice that you had when you first make the contract with this company or with this business or with this employer. Like you're really happy with them, but you didn't realize how stressful it was when you into it. You're working so hard, you're unable to sleep, you're unable to rest, you constantly feel like it's a burden, you're constantly in like a battering sort of like war with people, and you really try to get away from it. And I said, this is maybe before you thought like this is what you dream of, but like by the end of the year, you will realize that this job is not what you always dream of. You probably idolize sort of like the idea of a dream job. But when you're getting it, you just realize by the end of the year, you'll be exhausted from it. You might not want what you want, Scorpio fire dog. And this is a particular your enemy sort of like years, Wood Dragon. And I can sense the struggle in your reading. I sent other reading, right? I did other star sign, and the energy wasn't that heavy compared to your sort of like reading. It's very strange. Like I said, I took a long time to come back and do any reading or continue doing the reading, simply because I said doing all this reading really drained the energy out of me. Like I don't know how other tarot card reading online can do it so well, and they can do one after the others without thinking. But for me, I felt like I just take it as I go, and I felt like this is absolutely a very strong emphasis reading on Scorpio fire dog sign. Yeah, it felt like you're stuck, legally binded, and absolutely burdened by it, and you want to escape it, want to get out of contract, and you just can't. This particular year, there is an opportunity to get away, but you're going to lose a lot of things. Yeah. And if you want to stay in a contract, you need a helper, somebody sort of like do sort of like action just like you, and somebody who is practical just like you, but not really obstructing you in any way. You need to look at things from black and white from a legal perspective. There is a strong emphasis on legality in your reading for some strange reason. Yeah, so just be careful. You don't want to like to carry the burden of how do I say it? Carry the burden of other people's, which you don't. You're not the type that will carry burden from other people. You're the type that carry the burden yourself. You are your own master. You will not go for anybody else that is your master, all right? You are your own perfectionist. And I think maybe this year is a year for you to reflect. What is perfection? What is self-reflection within your own soul? What is really matter to you in this particular year? It's like you're hitting a brick walls, right, this year, right? And it felt like you need to sit and contemplate and plan out what is your next move and how to get out without any scratch or injury. Yeah, you want to get out of a nightmare by the look of it. Yeah. Oh, such a strong reading. Make me feel make my heart feel really heavy with this strong reading. Whoever you are, male or female, who born in Scorpio year of the fire dog, I hope you are okay, because I feel like oh, look at this, the moon is already come out. It's like a karmic like connection altogether. Look at the moon. Oh my god, the moon. Yeah. Yeah, I think you haven't seen this contract, like you haven't seen the benefit of it as yet, or you haven't seen the flaw in a contract at all. It's like you've been smooth selling without thinking about it, and now I think you start to feel the burden, the legal obligation you must perform. Yeah, if you don't, people will talk about it, and it will not be nice. And you'll be like, maybe that's the reason why you're in the verbal argumentative sort of state, and you feel like you need to justify all the time of why you need to keep the contract that's already been signed, which you want, if you want the contract, that is, why you want to be in it. Okay, so this is not like a new beginning for this particular year. This is an old situation that carry on from last year, and I think it was because you were romanticized about this contract. You worked so hard for it, and I think that was the initial blindness that did not see the flaw in the contract itself. And this contract has been with you for a while, yeah. Therefore, you are unable to, how do I say, it? Probably 4 years now, or you've been in a contract for 4 months, 4 years, and you feel like the burden's there. You cannot like start over with this contract. It's because it's already sealed and done and proven, yeah. And it felt like it's so hard for you to start it over again. It's like a karmic contract where you need to go through with it, and I think you already signed it, and I think because you're a wise person, right, you know what you want, and you know what's the path for you. That's why you just continue on, yeah, from last year into now. So this legal binding contract already onset seen last year, 4 months ago, or 4 years ago. Yeah, such a long contrast. and such a burden. Oh my god, the energy is so heavy, make me feel nausea. Just make me feel nausea looking at it. And then we're verifying in the last 6 months, try to understand the situation better. And here is like the Two of Cups. So I think there's definitely a family or female sort of like relationship where you can actually get help from. You know, the Queen of Wands could be your partner, or somebody with that queen sort of energy, somebody that you're close to that actually help you. And another thing is that there is no action. Yeah, it's just like it's the burden, the obstruction, just blind your view to act on anything, simply because I felt like it was like a losing battle for you. And I just want to say that, you know, if you feel like that in any way, get help. You have your Two of Cups there. It's like your soulmate. Yeah, your soulmate, somebody you really trust is there. And you know, get the whoever fire sign, female, older, more mature, you know, just seek help from them, because they are the one that are more wise and give you more idea, and don't carry the burden yourself. Like I said, you were juggling between the two sort of like idea where to go from here and now. You were struggling with yourself, and you were struggling with fighting the system by the look of it, and you cannot get out of the system. This is unfortunate sort of like reading, because I felt like it felt like you're stuck, very stuck, and you've been struggling like this all this time, and you can't get out of your situation. And it just asks you that you can get out of the situation. You do have the support, providing you see them, providing you see the opportunity of the help come. Don't be so stubborn this year. This year, lying very low, yeah? Lying very low and do things very slow instead of charging anything. I think this is not the year for you to set up doing anything new. That's why the Fool is upside down, because it asks you not to do anything new. Work out the old energy, get rid of it, and then move to the new one, because your current old energy is just so heavy. It's giving me headache. Yeah, it's making my heart so heavy. And if this is like a divorce, right? Yeah, it felt like you cannot renew this divorce. Like if you try to get back together in the same relationship, everything is broken. Trust is gone. Yeah. Yeah, it felt like you can't divorce the person. You're stuck with the person for some strange reason. Maybe there's a child involved. Wow. It felt like it's a huge burden, huge responsibility, and it gives you a lot of worry, sorrow, and very depressed. Oh God. Yeah. I haven't had a reading like this for a very long time, and I felt like, oh my God, should I do this reading? And I think tonight there's a reason why I'm doing this reading. Let me see if I can get a card to help you. Yeah, I feel like I need something to help you. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Spirit. Please, please help Scorpio. I know Scorpio can be a very challenging and difficult sort of like sign, but they are beings that need your help and support. And please give them some guidance from above. Yeah. Oh, okay. The elder of the earth. Yeah. And then we got the 10 of water. Okay. Do you know, water, and this is funny because this is like, you know how they say here, water lily? It's it's just a rise above from all this like murky water. And it's talking about purity and beauty, and there's a fairy and a mermaid too. So, and there's also a bird in rainbow. It's just telling you that there are hope, right? And there's this beautiful tooth fairy together. It's like the Ten of Cups, like happy home, happy family, happy emotional feeling, and everything is there. I think it just, the spirit is telling me that don't worry, yeah? This is just a temporary blockage. It will be fine. You will be fine. The Elder Earth, okay? This is extremely important. The Elder Earth to me is, oh my God, I got chill and goosebumps when I calling them. It's like the guardian of the land, right? Why don't you pay respect to the spirit of where you live? No matter you're in Australia, America, Europe, Africa, Antarctica, I don't care. You know, just put your hand, your palm down to the ground and say, acknowledge the earth and say your name. Ask them to remove all this weird blockage on your body or your energy field and just say thank you to them. Because the spirit of the earth, especially the elder of the earth, the ancestor, they're very powerful, they're very wise. They were there in the first place. They're the first humans or hybrid humans that walk this earth and, you know, bear into this earth and imprint this earth with a lot of like beautiful mystery, gift, and not only that, healing. So I think you should just, you know, do a bit of more grounding and really pay respect to Mother Earth. Grounding it and tuning to Mother Earth, and then Mother Earth will help you, especially with all your sword and pain and things like that. I think you should pay respect by honoring them. Talk to Mother Earth. Watch Mother Earth and how she turned her leaves, how she cradle and nurture the surrounding, especially your surrounding. Just have a look. It's actually quite beautiful. Actually, the energy is feeling a lot better now. I feel a lot lighter now, a little bit more energized. So yeah, and I got goosebumps and chill coming at the moment. That your reading is so strong that I can feel like, I don't know why, I felt like I have to do a reading today for you, even though I just don't want to, but I feel like I have to. So Scorpio, fire dog, I think this is important for you, and this is like the next full moon coming. If you happen to come across here, I would do full moon offering to the spirit of the earth. You know, on the day of the full moon, just do grounding, meditate, and then say thank you to Mother Earth. And ask her to take away all your burden, sorrow, and so on like that. And ask her to send people to help you how to get rid of it. And Mother Earth is so resourceful, you know, and she's beautiful. And I think you should get to know Mother Earth a little bit more, or getting to know the indigenous of the land that you're living a bit more, because I find that this is very important. The indigenous elder believe in the spirit, and also a shaman. Who knows, you might go and see a shaman, and shaman can help you, but make sure you go to a white shaman, not a black one, okay? Yeah, that is really important, because you don't want them to give you voodoo on top, and then you need to try to get rid of it, and it brought you more problems. So instead of that, do your own grounding, do your own grow and respect with the earth and the spirit of the land on your own. That probably better. You know, like, how do I explain it? You know, like when you come to spiritual growth or any sort of life sort of experience difficulty, right? I find that when you stay still for a minute and watching things, and then in touch with your surrounding, and then you realize that how beautiful the world is. If you don't ask or demand or harass yourself, you know, to do certain thing that you have to be done. You know, of course, there are pressure things that you need to do. Like I said, there's a contract here, but I think there's certain side of the contract that you can relax a bit. Yeah, something in I think you signed a contract initially because you want a happy home, happy family, and you want your wish to come true. It's like a long life wish. But then I think now you realize that the wish that you wished for when years ago and to your current maturity and your age now, you realize it no longer applicable. What is mean by happiness 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago is no longer happiness for the current day and time now, because we are shifting to a new paradigm now. So I think for you, it's very hard to adapt, very hard to accept the new movement of the earth. That's why I feel Mother Earth is asking you to pay attention to it, pay respect to it, ground it, ground your own energy, ground your own soul, and start to look things from a different sort of like a viewpoint. You know, if I'm a tree, does this really matter? You know, does what I do matter? If it's matter, then follow what you have to do. But if it doesn't matter, then why doing it? And I know you're forced to do it because you signed a contract on it, but there is a way out. So I just want to let you know, please, Spirit, Mother Earth, leave purity and happiness for Scorpio fire dog sign who born in the year of 1946 and 2006. May they be happy, be healthy, be well for 2024. Thank you kindly for watching, and I hope this reading helped. See you next time.